I moved to this receiver from an older setup, and the first thing I noticed was how much easier daily use became. The guided menus are clear, input switching is fast, and app control lets me handle adjustments from the couch without hunting for the remote. Once configured, it felt stable and predictable, which matters more to me than flashy specs on paper.
In my room, the amplifier section sounded clean with better separation than my previous unit, especially on movie scenes with heavy dialogue and effects at the same time. Surround placement felt more coherent, and music playback had tighter imaging between front channels. I could listen for longer sessions without fatigue, which told me distortion was staying under control at normal levels.
Connectivity was a practical win for how I actually watch and listen. EARC behaved reliably with smart TV apps, Bluetooth paired quickly, and network control over Wi-Fi stayed responsive. I appreciated being able to keep modern streaming convenience while still using legacy sources like turntable playback. That mix made the receiver feel flexible instead of forcing one narrow workflow.
I also paid attention to thermal behavior because my previous receiver ran hot. This one stayed noticeably cooler in the same cabinet conditions, which gave me more confidence during longer sessions. Lower operating temperature does not just feel safer, it also helps with consistency over time. I did not feel like I needed extra cooling hacks to keep performance steady through full evenings.
For speaker layout, I tested it in a 5-channel configuration with dual sub-outputs and found setup straightforward. Auto-calibration got me close quickly, then I made small manual refinements. Bass integration was smoother than expected, and center channel clarity improved in crowded scenes. The result felt balanced enough that I stopped tinkering and just enjoyed full movie sessions.
Feature depth is one of the strongest points here. I can run modern formats, use app-based adjustments, and still keep traditional source options active at the same time. There are limits around zone assignments when all amplifier channels are in use, but once I understood that trade-off, planning my layout became simple. The flexibility is real if expectations are set correctly.
Music performance was better than I expected from an AV-focused unit. Stereo playback had solid body, vocals stayed centered, and transients remained crisp without sounding brittle. Older recordings in my library gained clarity compared with my previous receiver, while newer mixes kept impact and width. It handled both casual background listening and focused sessions without forcing constant EQ changes.
I like the setup workflow enough that I would recommend it to people upgrading from older pre-HDMI gear. The on-screen guidance removes guesswork, and app control helps when navigating deeper options. Even with multiple sources attached, the receiver remained intuitive once basic routing was done. That ease of operation reduces friction and makes the system feel welcoming instead of technical.
One practical detail I appreciated was being able to combine older components with modern video paths in one receiver. I could keep analog sources in rotation while still getting current format support for streaming boxes and TV integration. That bridging role is exactly what I needed because I did not want to rebuild my entire setup just to gain current connectivity features.
Value was another major factor for me, and this model hit a strong price to performance point.